Namaste everyone. 16th March 2024 Saturday 12:42 noon. This is just to tell that all is well. I can very well understand what I mean by that. When we look into the world, we know the problems that exist. The problems which are all caused only by the humans. Problematic relationship between one another. From individuals to families, to groups, to societies. Villages, towns, cities, nations, people in enmity with each other. And that is not good. We can't say that it is okay to be in enmity with each other. All the fights, the killings, the crimes, misunderstandings, all these are definitely not okay. And contrary to that, what should be okay is to be in harmony with each other, in peace, in love, sisterhood, brotherhood. Humans have not only caused divisions among themselves, but they have even turned against nature by their careless, thoughtless, ignorant activities. Destruction of nature, of ecology, environment has happened so grievously that we are today suffering from global warming, climatic changes, extinction of millions of species on the planet. Man's, let's say humans' destructive behavior towards nature is definitely not okay. So from that perspective, all is not well. Then how can we say all is well? What would be the meaning? To understand the real meaning of all is well, we have to break down word by word. Let's start with the word all, A-double-L. What is the meaning of all? If we call the entire creation, including the time, space, and all the objects in the space we call as the universe. Universe refers to all the objects which is contained within the space, the entire cosmos, which is understood as object. So can we call the whole universe as all, A-double-L? From the normal understanding or the general belief, that seems to be fine to say that the entire universe is what we call all. However, if we call only the universe as all, we would be leaving out the most important part. Something is still missing. What is that? That is the source of the universe, generally referred to as God, or the creator, or the cause of everything. For this video, I'll use the word source, source of all. The objective universe as well as the subjective cause, the source, all together, if it is called all, then that would make a complete sense. And that is what I mean by all. So there are two sides of all. One, the cause or the source, and the other, the effect of the source, which are all the universe. Creation as well as the source are like both sides of the same coin. Same coin. At the same time, we need to understand which is more predominant or which is more real. Which would be greater if we compare between the source and everything which it has created or caused. From our common sense, we can deduce that the source has to be greater than the effects. The creator has to be beyond the created. In fact, there are three undeniable qualities or natures of whatever is created. Those three are: whatever is created keeps on changing or evolving. Secondly, it comes to an end, though it goes round and round in cycle, but the object by itself in itself comes to an end at some time or other. From the living organisms to the humans to the heavenly bodies, they change. Even this plane, second by second, it is changing its movement, as well as it will have its expiry date. Like these swans, they'll live for some time, then they'll be dead, will be gone, and of course be replaced by their ducklings. That's how life goes on. But the point is, they come to an end. Thirdly, they are unreal because they are not reliable. Objects, since they change and come to an end, we can't call that as the eternal. So these are the three aspects of the phenomenal objects. On the other hand, what about a source? What quality can we give? What quality do we observe? The source is not an object because it is the cause of the object. And in a true sense of the term, the source being superior can't even be compared to as superior. It is the all in all, it is the above all, it is the beyond all. Therefore, the source is free from any qualities, any quality. It is, we can say, changeless. It is even not an object, therefore formless. It has no beginning, no ending, so timeless. But it has caused everything, and it is which sustains the whole universe. Therefore, it is the only real. God is the only real. And the only real, if at all, has to be called all in all. And that, being changeless, timeless, formless, nameless, and being the only real, nothing goes wrong. And that is the all which is always well. All is well. Without that source, nothing would have existed. Without a source, the amazing functioning of the human body, mind, emotions, understanding, wisdom, intellect, spirit would have not come into existence. And this amazing functioning of the human mechanism, even to the extent of exploring beyond the objective world into the realm of the spirit, would not have been possible without a source. It is the source alone which is enabling everything to happen the way they are happening, to let everything function the way they are functioning. And this source, we can't say, is located at a specific place, because every place is caused by it. That is why we say it is omnipresent. Every moment, every place, timelessly, it alone is the reality, the truth. And this source definitely has to be in everything and everything in it. And humans are the only creatures, is the only creature. Humans are the only creatures. Human is the only creature who has the capacity, the possibility, the gift of understanding the source as their very essence. The very purpose of life, the highest achievement of a human is only the realization of the source. What else can be higher than that? We might even go to the Mars, to Venus, but if we do not realize the source of it, the source of all, it would make no sense. We would not have lived our life completely. Hence, realizing the source alone is the very simplest and the highest achievement or attainment or realization that a human can make. The culmination of our existence is the realization of the source. Anyone who realizes the source is humbled to the core. The sense of the individuality, the person, turns to nothing. The realization of the source wonderfully stupefies the human. And anyone who realizes no longer exists to be who they have been, thinking of themselves to be who they are. The sense of the individuality with its respective gender, caste, creed, nationality, titles, designations, all turn to an illusion. That sense of the individuality is also known as ego. So the realization of the source is the death of the ego. And such individual no longer continues to live the way they have been living. And people who have not yet realized the source are what we call the ignorant people. Ignorance means not yet understood the source. And it is ignorance which has led to all the problems and the evils that we see in the world. And the good news is every human being is created only to realize the source. Even if they don't realize at the moment and cause all kinds of havocs upon themselves, upon others, upon the environment. Even if they bring total destruction to the planet, the good news is they are still in the search of the source. That is how the creation has been programmed by the source. Even a criminal who creates all the atrocities and ending his own life in a state of the criminality, in being the criminal, the energy is again recycled into another human form, and that is a process which goes on and on. That's the Dimapur train. So, even though majority of the people are still ignorant and they seem to be so troubled, so evil, so cruel, that the world has almost become crazy, the world in the sense humanity, majority would often be tempted to think that nothing is well. But above all, when we understand, and for those who realize the truth, they know that all the physical phenomena happening are only a seeming appearance in the dream of the source, while all in all is well. All is well. Take a look at the flight of that water bird. This random video clip is dedicated to all who are on the verge of realizing the truth. It's dedicated to all the hearts which are beating for the truth. All those who are undergoing all kinds of troubles, sufferings, confusions, agony, desperation, and longing with a burning desire for the truth. This video is for you. May you realize the source, and may this seeming sufferer, which is just but ego, may it die, may it detonate, and may only the source be revealed. And may the life, the temporary, the changing, the unreal life, bear witness, be a testimony that the source exists, that the source is the only true nature of every human being, true nature of every living being, true nature of true nature, the reality of the entire creation. May your body, mind, and heart too be well, along with the spirit which is always well. Amen.